jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out that more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
True love. That is what Valentine's is supposed to be. Valentine's Day. You know, when you look up Valentine's Day and put the inquiry in Google, it really doesn't tell you what the day is actually for. So I'm going to provide you the street version, the informal version. I'm going to give you as much advice as I possibly can to primarily the fellas. Because women look at Valentine's Day as if it is higher than Christmas. Real talk. Valentine's Day is supposed to signify true love. But I have another name for it. But big shout out to the hot in the MFN game. A-side official. No negotiation needed. Period. You already know. The first in the building, Carlos, is on deck. What it do, Carlos? Salute to you, man. WCS salute, hottest chat in the MF and game. Salute, yes, sir. You already know. Jay on deck. WCS, the internet is on fire, right? You know with the Devin and Ryan video. Come on now. Hey, Dan on deck. What's good? So Jay, help me understand what you're talking about. And why do you think I don't have enough time to speak on it? I got to address some things ahead of time. I'm trying to help you out, man. I'm trying to help you out, but explain to me what you mean though in the comment. So let's get back to the Valentine's Day. As you see, 5 days of Valentine's Day. My advice, participants, pay attention. Okay? Valentine's Day is on the horizon. And like I said previously, you know, this is a day to signify true love on how you feel for your girl. You know what I'm saying? Your mate, your lover, your friend, whoever she may be, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be the true essence. Check this out. The true essence of Valentine's Day is true love. It is supposed to be a day when lovers, couples, reaffirm their love and genuine affection for one another. It is not only for married couples, singles also partake in the celebration by spreading what is called agape love. Stop the madness. If you single and you sitting up here celebrating Valentine's Day, then you're the biggest goofball. Real talk. Stop it. Stop it. So let me get to my advice, okay, in doing this live. Like I said before, I think what better voice to be of reason for those of you that's about to go up here and visit Valentine's Day. All right? Ask yourself, what does Valentine's Day really mean? A lot of you cats out there don't know what Valentine's Day mean. You don't have no idea what it mean. All you know is you about to dig in your MFing pocket. You know what I'm saying? You about to dig in your MFing pocket. And you know what? It hasn't been a cool, solid 60 days since Christmas hit when you was digging in your pocket to make sure your girl was satisfied. Or if you in a family, being that you, your wife, kids, whatever the situation is, whatever the scenario presents, we're not even a cool day off December 25th, y'all. And now we have Valentine's Day. What WCS is here to do is help y'all get through this tragedy of a day that we celebrate. It has no meaning to it. Look, I have excuse me. I have basically did this almost every year. And it never ceased to amaze me how some people feel some type of way about what I have to say about Valentine's Day, as if it really means something. It don't mean nothing. You know, if I started dating a girl back in the day, right, and Valentine's Day came up, I had no problem celebrating and doing something basic, only if she wasn't with me last Valentine's Day. If a female asked me, you didn't get me nothing for Valentine's Day, I would ask, what did I get you last Valentine's Day? Oh, we weren't together then. So therefore, why would you ask me what I'm getting for Valentine's Day like it matter? You acting like I'm jumping outside of protocol. We haven't even been together long enough for us to even be in that, station. We haven't even pulled up there before. We haven't even fueled up a full 365 days. Not only that, these women just look at Valentine's Day as another way for them to have a second Christmas, the first Christmas of the year. You know what I'm saying? A birthday, a Mother's Day, a holiday. Combine it all together and you get Valentine's Day. Do you know it's people out there, dudes out there that spend more money on Valentine's Day than they would Christmas? It's some cats out there that haven't even recovered financially from getting their girl a gift or something on Christmas. But yet, Valentine's Day, they know they got to come out the pocket again. Some fellas are smart. They're not with the same girl they was with when Christmas hit in 2023 because it just didn't work. What does Valentine's Day mean? Valentine's Day, also called St. Valentine's Day, holiday. They call it the holiday, y'all. February 14th, when lovers express their affections with greetings and gifts. Okay, stop right there, goddammit. Okay, if you with somebody, it ain't no more greeting. We already know each other, point blank period. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. And then if you have spent last Valentine's Day with your girl and y'all have familiarization, y'all are pretty, yoked in. You know what I'm saying? You're feeling good. You feel like the relationship is where it should be. How about listen to me for a second? Test out your relationship and see if your girl really loves you as a person. Just take her out to eat on Valentine's Day. Don't get her nothing. What I mean by nothing, don't buy your girl no flowers, yo. That's the easiest way to throw away money. Buying your girl a bouquet of roses, all different colors, mean nothing to a woman. Except, especially this modern day woman, they don't care shit about no flowers, bro. They'll laugh in your face and say, "Oh, thank you. Oh, man. Oh, they smell so good. Man, I didn't think you was going to do this. You caught me off guard. What a surprise. So sweet. Oh, so adorable." When she take those flowers, and just say you're not living in the same dwelling, you go over her house 2 days, you walk up in there and say, "Hey, baby, it's good to see you. You know what I'm saying? What you been up to? This, that, and the other." You look around, scan the area, and see if you see them flowers up there. WCS is here to tell you tactically where to look first. You listen? Look in the trash can. These women ain't keeping no flowers around in their house. They don't last long. They don't live. They're not keeping them flowers. You just wasted money. What's significant about buying a woman flowers? Real talk. It's just a sentimental. You know what I'm saying? It's just something sentimental, a gift from one person to the next. That's all it is. It means nothing. Why give your woman something that's going to die? The life expectancy of it is going to die. All right? Why don't you just give her something that has no life? You know what I'm saying? That has no life. Give her something of sentimental value. You know what I'm saying? Give her something that'll last a long time. And it's based off everyday situations. Give her something that can continue to be calibrated based off the relationship that they're currently in. That two people being involved with one another, learning about one another, liking each other, attempting to be friends with one another, lovers with one another, and just getting familiarization with one another. You know, you should focus on one another's heart at the end of the day. You're supposed to focus on each other's feelings, each other's emotions, and we're not talking about the emotions of Valentines. We're talking about the emotions to keep that relationship together based off authentic, genuine feelings, things that you're going to need to keep that relationship going. Because I'm going to tell you, divorce rate is high. Check this out. Divorce rate is extremely high. Breakup rates are extremely high. Kids, women getting pregnant with kids. I'm talking about working class women, corporate women. The percentage is extremely low. You know what I'm saying? Extremely low. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Valentine's Day ain't saving none of this shit. Nothing. Remember what I told you. This is something I did all the time. If I really wanted to see if a woman was all about me, I would have them, I wouldn't even say anything leading up to Valentine's Day. I mean, on Valentine's Day, I would say, okay, let's go here. I wouldn't even really say anything just to see if she's going to check me. See if she's going to remind me. See where her mind is. See where her GPS is. Where are you trying to go in this relationship? Is everything going to be based on materialistic things or what? Are you trying to build up our likeness with one another? So likeness can basically evolve into something called love? Are you trying to show that you care, first of all? Care. Do you care? Because Valentine's Day doesn't have anything to do with caring for one another. Rent is still due. Credit card bills still due. Car payment still due. Healthcare still due. You know what I'm saying? All that is due. Utilities due. You know what I'm saying? All that is due. Valentine's Day ain't stopping all these relationships from breaking up. Let me go to the next. What is Valentine's Day really supposed to be about? That's a very, very good question because up top they say when lovers express their affection with greetings and gifts. That is the most bogus, atrocious, freaking way you should view this day. This day, man, is very, very. It's one of the most deceptive days of the annual calendar when it comes to, saying couples thinking they're gonna come closer together. Fellas, you probably experienced this, but I found out within these 5 day periods, your girl is extra sweet. Man, you might get some of the best loving you ever got in the whole entire month or last month. Because what you did for them in December is not what you did for them in January. But they know Valentine's Day is on the horizon. So therefore, they extra sweet. You look. You might be involved. Intimacy. You might be involved for almost the whole month of February. You might say, dang, this relationship is really taking off. Jeez, man, man, she's just showing how much she loves me. No, you gotta, come on, fellas. We can't be blinded like this. You can't have on those shades, man. Well, you can't see nothing in front of you. That's not the purpose of wearing shades, man. You know what I'm saying? Shades is just to shield the freaking, the sunlight, from your eyes. It's not supposed to blind you when you have them on. You got to be very, very aware that a woman understands what she needs to do leading up to Valentine's Day. She need to give herself to you and be sweet enough so you can go to the mall and sit over there and spend your money and put it on that freaking jeweler credit card, whatever your jeweler, Zales credit cards you got, you know what I'm saying, or whatever jewelry that you attend to. Get her a nice little necklace or get her a ring or something of that nature. All right? I'm telling you. Word of advice. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to build any love. If you've been with your girl for quite some time and you don't get her name for Valentine's Day, she shouldn't even really check you on if she truly, about you. If you just met a female and y'all might have been together last Valentine's Day, it's up to you on whether you want that trend to be a part of your relationship. You don't have to have no Valentine's Day a part of your relationship, yo. Understand me. You don't have to have that a part of your relationship. What the hell we talking about? None of that shit's matter. You know what I'm saying? Jay said, I'm not buying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Who on here playing this live volume to the max? Smart, peace and blessing, beloved. Salute W says, certified, stamp the like button and support the grind. Peep this out, yo. You see how many people not in this building because they don't want to hear the truth. They think it's just an opinion, but this is the truth, man. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I was married almost 20 years. This is the truth. Valentine's Day don't save marriages. Valentine's Day just another day for you to spend money on one person. What do they look forward to? Come on, think about it. After Valentine's Day, what's next? Mother's Day. Mother's Day now. You don't have to have no kid. It's just females. It's just women. Another day to celebrate. Don't ever allow Valentine's Day to be within your routine because it's nothing that's productive is going to come from it. Because what you do for your girl on Valentine's Day this year or last year, they're going to want you to upgrade from that year and continue to upgrade, continue to upgrade, continue to upgrade. So now that you got them acclimated to Valentine's Day, when you don't do something, they're going to act like you're cheating on them. Oh, why you ain't do this? You've been doing it the last 3 years. Why not this year? Because I didn't want to. Really, to be honest with you, it don't mean nothing. It doesn't do anything for us. So you trying to tell me a day supposed to, be up close and personal for me to profess my love for you? You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to mean to say, this is how I demonstrate to you who I am and how much I care for you, baby. I gotta go up here and spend more money on Valentine's Day. And Christmas was less than 60 days back. No, hell no. Don't be a sucker. What is Valentine's Day really supposed to be about? It says, as cheesy as it can be, Valentine's Day is supposed to be a time of love. Couples worldwide show kindness and love to their partners through gifts, experiences, and special treatment. It can be a joyful and exciting time for people in a new or committed relationship. Cap. Whoever up here writing this is a female. It's a woman. They said, man, it's an exciting time for people in a new or committed relationship. That's exactly what you don't do. If you're in a new relationship, don't do that. If you're in a committed relationship, check this out. It's up to you on whether you want that to be a part of your annual calendar to basically, get some gifts for your girl. It's up to you, man. It's up to you on if you want to dig back in your pocket and spend more money. And it absolutely has proven nothing to improve somebody's relationship with their girl. Y'all should be able to love one another, like one another, and be compassionate without Valentine's Day. Now, I can see Mother's Day. Now. But Valentine's Day is garbage. It's only one half that gets serenaded. It's only one half that really enjoys the celebratory day, and that's the woman. Now, the fellas ain't gonna really tune in to this because, see, a lot of them, they're not mature enough to really know where I'm coming from, or they might not have permission to shut down Valentine's Day. This is just another way for someone to build up another layer on men spending money on women to basically try to build up a metric, how strong their relationship is, how deep is your love. No, that's not supposed to be it. This is the worst day, a holiday, a love that you can profess. This is the absolutely worst. Listen to me what I'm saying. The absolute worst. You should never get your girl flowers. It is a waste of money. You might as well just take the money out, burn it. Real talk. You might as well just burn it. Because if you get your girl a bouquet of flowers, a dozen, or whatever the case, or white, red roses, it don't matter. Check back with them in 2 weeks. They're not going to look the same. What does roses do for your girl? Nothing. Nothing, bro. Chocolates in a heart-shaped container. What does it do for your relationship? Nothing. Nothing, man. What if your girl's birthday is March? You're going to go up here on Valentine's Day, get her something on Valentine's Day, and then her birthday in March, you get her something else in March, then Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? She's just having a good old day. You know what I'm saying? And look, I never really had the women I was involved with get me anything on Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't. If I got something for Father's Day, because most of the time Father's Day, I'm not saying everybody's household is like that, but Father's Day, man, it is what it is. Like if you got some kids or you got a wife, a baby's mother, girlfriend that gives a damn about you and they go get you something without you knowing, cool. That's good. But when you know it, when you know about it already, it's not even worth entertaining. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? It's not even worth entertaining. But Valentine's Day, it's trash, man. I don't know how many times, especially when I was in the military, I used to say, man, Valentine's Day is trash, man. Because I didn't say trash per se, but I say it's garbage. You know what I'm saying? I thought garbage sounded a little bit different than trash, like they was different. Because you spend all this freaking money and it doesn't last. Your girl is extra nice all the way up to February 14th. The second that it ticks on February 15th, if you wasn't getting no sex before then, it goes back. Look. If you wasn't getting any sex before the 5-day period, and your girl just started landing on you, making you feel the best you ever felt, and all that, When the second tick to the 15th of February, it would absolutely return back to its normal state. Okay? I'm just saying. Be mad all you want. Now, let's talk about the monetary depletion. Let's talk about the monetary depletion. When you have invested all that time in December and you go into the new year, you probably spent time with your girl on New Year, bringing in 23 to 24. And then you get up to the new year and you got Valentine's Day ahead. A lot of households, they're not going to say it. You know, the men are not going to say it. But some of them still paying on that credit card bill that they put on their girl for Christmas, especially if you got kids and everything else. Now, Valentine's Day should be about your girl if you're the one that's entertaining it. But this modern day, guess what it's about? If you have daughters, you have these women out here that's including them and the daughters. So the men are out here celebrating Valentine's Day for their woman and their child if they have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, if you choose to participate in this simp movement, you go right ahead. Don't be mad at me like I'm trying to split your man. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to tell you certain things to do to see if it really, really, truly matters about the connection just based off one day, the 14th of February. I've seen it go down. I've seen relationships split apart based off what a man did not present to the female. I'm talking about people who had just only been together, you know what I'm saying, several months. And Valentine's Day come up, and these women today say, oh, you cheap. You didn't get me nothing for Valentine's Day. I mean, who says that the validation part has to be through Valentine's Day? You didn't get me nothing for Valentine's Day, not even a stuffed animal. You need to just, you know, when somebody, if you got a woman that tells you that, you just need to about face, forward march. Because obviously she's delusional. If she was giving you love before Valentine's Day, she should give you love on Valentine's Day. It doesn't matter what you got her. If y'all are into one another, that's the way it should be. You shouldn't have to give her some big ass damn stuffed animal, some big freaking carriage of flowers. You can get her 100 flowers, and I guarantee you, in 3 weeks they will be dead. Dead. And look, they don't get no burial. Listen, them flowers don't get no burial. They don't get no burial. You know what it turns into, keeping them dead roses around the house? It just shows you how something so special and beautiful can deteriorate. It reminds you of how the life cycle works. It really does. Like them roses, temporarily, they provided some type of, you know what I'm saying, spark from someone. It got their attention. You know what I'm saying? They smelled them. They feel, oh man, it was just a temporary relief that they got. And then all of a sudden, February 15 kicked in, 16, 17, 18, the 28th. Then we get to March. You know what I'm saying? We get to March, and the infinite reality start to play. It started to play heavy in our thought process. When you're walking around the house and you come up on those goddamn 100 roses that you bought, and they're not looking the same. The white ones are beige, and they're in the process of turning, brown, and then black. And then you got the red roses that's turning brown, and they're going to eventually turn black. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see them the petals start to drop off, y'all. This is the $100+ you spent on these. they're deteriorating right in front of your face. After a while, the man will probably ask, "Hey, baby, when you gonna throw those roses away?" What are you talking about? They ain't bothering you. You bought them for me. Why you want to throw them away? They're dead. They're gone. It served their purpose when they was fresh. I gave them to you fresh. But what purpose is it serving to keep them around while they're declining? Their health is declining, and my eyesight is declining looking at them. Please get rid of them. Now the roses are causing conflict in your house because you never should have bought them in the first place. Y'all up there arguing about roses dying because they begin to stink. They begin to be an eyesore in the freaking house. She's sweeping up petals off the floor. It becomes a problem. Then he asks again, "Baby, I'm about to take these roses out." You bought me that. Don't do that. You bought them for me on Valentine's. Don't set yourself up, shawty. Listen to me. Don't ever set yourself up to be a rose giver. Please don't. Just save your money on that. If you want to be a participant of Valentine's Day, put your monetary earnings on something that's going to last a long time. You know what I'm saying? Put it on something. If you plan to spend a good heavy amount of money on something, I'm talking about the ones who's been in a relationship for several years, not somebody you just met at the club, in the Whole Foods, barbershop, Walmart, you know what I'm saying, restaurant, Cheesecake Factory, in the nightlife. No. Somebody that you vested time with. You know what I'm saying? Get us something that means something. A meal means something, even though it's temporary. But the thought of a nice meal is gonna remain on a woman's thought process. It's gonna make her feel. It's gonna warm her up because you spent time. Y'all got dressed up and went out there. That's if you choose to celebrate this bogus day. You know what I'm saying? That will weigh on her much longer than those roses will. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that's married, wedding rings are not supposed to be upgraded on Valentine's Day, okay? I just thought I'd let you know that. Wedding rings aren't supposed to be upgraded on Valentine's Day. Stop doing that shit, man. Now, it's supposed to be an entire year in between anniversaries. Anniversaries to me are very special. Anniversaries with your girl are supposed to be the day that you really show out when it comes to your lady. Anniversary is something that is a legitimate, date that we can attest that really matters from the time y'all met and how long y'all been together. Each calendar year that passes by, an anniversary means more than anything besides your kid's birth if you get children. But I'm saying anniversary is the most important day, not Christmas, but when y'all first met. Valentine's Day shouldn't be bigger than your anniversary. Never. Because your anniversary, the premise of it is based off something that's real. You know what I'm saying? That's based off real. That's basically signifying we met this day and we still together 3, 4, 5, 6 months later. No, I'm joking. 3, 4, 5, 6 years, 7, 8, however long y'all together. That's when you really should warm your lady's heart. You know what I'm saying? That's when you should spoil them the most. You know what I'm saying? I know some of you out there, right, is saying, well, what about the birthday? The birthday, once again, you thank God for your birthday. I mean, real talk. Your man wasn't there when you was born. For real. I'm just being honest. Your man wasn't there when you had your first relationship. Don't come to me telling me, oh man, I was dealing with him in high school. No, I don't care. I'm telling you, your birthday is in God's hands. You know what I'm saying? You thank God. Thank you, Father God, for allowing me another year in life, my born date. Thank you for this prosperity. I truly appreciate you. But Valentine's Day, you should really try to save money on Valentine's Day. Seriously. Your daughter, why should she celebrate or basically get accustomed to celebrating a day like this that's not even real? Valentine's Day is not real. It's mythical, bro. You look it up on Google. There's no real significant definition to say we should get something for Valentine's Day. It's not really nothing there. But it's so many fellas that's locked down on Valentine's Day is that's why they're not in the chat. Because they're locked in for these 5 days. They hated that I reminded them that it's 5 days that they have to go in their freaking wallet or their Apple Pay, and it's going to be some withdrawals. You shouldn't have to take your girl shopping on Valentine's Day, and y'all just went shopping for Christmas, man. Are you hearing me? Y'all shouldn't have to go through that process, fellas. If you got a woman that's up there and you saying, man, I don't have no other choice, man. I am tired, man. It's exhausting. I got, let me see, 1, 2, 3. Man, I got like 20 some payments left on the credit that I did on Christmas, dog. And now she talking about she want to go shopping on Valentine's. That's you. That's your dumb ass. You know, that's you. You don't have to go shopping on Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go somewhere special, take your girl to see some live music or take her to an event or something like that. That's better in my opinion. That's just my opinion. That doesn't mean you have to go off what I say, but I'm just saying something to that. Not all the material things, man. Not all the material things. Material things, man. They're temporary. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, a meal and a good night out lasts longer than any of that. Because if you just say you get your girl a ring. Let's just say y'all been married and you updating her jewelry and you want to surprise her on Valentine's Day with a ring. What you gonna do on her birthday? What you gonna do on Mother's Day? You got to keep on upping the ante and going in debt, and you got a freaking a wife to support, or you got kids to support. You gonna keep on going? You better hope your girl understands, and she tell you, baby, you don't have to do that. I know you mean well. You don't have to get me nothing. It was all cool when we were single and all that, but no, we got kids to take care of. We got other responsibilities as adults. You don't have to do that shit no more. All right. You don't have to go get your girl a car on Valentine's Day. You don't have to go up here and get her some custom jewelry, man. Something that may help. I don't want people believing that I'm trying to break up households, because I'm just giving you my opinion. I'm not telling you, well, I'm trying to give you advice, but I'm just really giving you my opinion on my observation. It's some women that'll argue me down about a phantom day as Valentine's. They would say, I don't know what I'm talking about. But peep this out, though. It's so tough trying to get this across to the fellas. I'm trying to save relationships, okay? And one way to do that is exclude Valentine's Day out of your annual calendar. Just exclude it, because at the end of the day, when you start having problems in your freaking relationship, Valentine's Day and what you did for her is not going to do anything. It's not even going to come up in the conversation. If it does, it's just showing you that she didn't love you anyway. She say, well, you didn't buy me nothing for Valentine's Day, and that's still on my mind. I feel some type of way about it. That's why when we arguing the way we arguing. Everybody else get their girl this, but you can't get me nothing. See, if they talking that talk, And y'all going, y'all dating? Okay, you good. You have the exit door. It's ajar. I'm right behind. I'm waving you to the door. Hey, come on, man. Leave. Go. I got you. I got the door for you, dog. Leave. Run. Double time. March. Get up out of there, man. Sprint. Hop on the helicopter, man. Hop the train, man. Get on the scooter. Get up out of there, dude. If you're married, that's a different story. You might have to sit down and have a conversation because this what is called divorce court. And divorce court is not in favor of the males, the men. You know what I'm saying? It's not in favor. So you have to calm down. You have to calm down. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a sensible conversation and say, I don't think it's relevant at this point, at this stage in our relationship, to be participating in Valentine's Day. That's all. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Don't waste your money on that. It says, is Valentine's Day really about love? It says Valentine's Day is about love for all. We've seen traditions around Valentine's Day transform from just a romantic holiday into a time to pause and celebrate love for all of the important relationships in your life. Now, check this out. This is a chief marketing officer of Hallmark cards. Now, we know Hallmark be lying all the time. The stuff they put on those freaking cards, you know how many of us go try to pick out a Valentine's Day and that don't fit our relationship? Come on, bro. You know I'm dropping them. You know I'm dropping them, dog. You know how many times you walked up there and tried to grab a Hallmark card and it's telling you some things that don't exist? Baby, I just want to tell you, it seemed like I love you for a lifetime. The joy that you bring to my heart, it takes my breath away. I'm chain smoking off your love. I don't want it to ever stop. Even though I'm short of breath with all these holidays and everything, I'm going to try my best to keep on. Because, God damn it, you greedy. You need it all holidays. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. The Hallmark cards be lying. It's a setup. It's a setup, y'all. Valentine's Day, when it comes to Hallmark, is a setup. Because once you get that Hallmark card that doesn't specifically represent what y'all have been through, or when your lady opened that card and she reads it and she say, wow, I didn't know you felt this. You feel this way? Oh, I didn't know that. You never told me that oh, wow. But see, who are we to say, babe, it's just a card that seemed like it was a little watered down than the rest of them that was on the shelf, and I got it for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't read too much into it. But it said that it seemed like we knew each other for a lifetime. You bring so much joy to my heart. You take my breath away each and every time I lay eyes on you. When I'm in your presence, your company, I feel all your energy just like you feel mine. Come on, man. That might get you a little something later on that night. But Hallmark be on some bullshit, bro. It's better for you, fellas, if you're going to get a Hallmark card. Let me explain to you the best way to eliminate just giving you. First of all, you should never give your girl a straight up Hallmark card and you just put your signature in it or you put some money in it. Don't do that. If your girl truly care for you and love you, don't ever put money in a card. That's some traditional BS, bro. What you should do is pick up a pen and handwrite a short paragraph and let your girl know how you feel about her. That's it. Let her know. Dress her up a little bit. Be a little bit animated. But just give her the card and watch how she open it and read it. If she open the card and she slide them fingers in between them like she's waiting for some money, that means you done got her spoiled. You know what I'm saying? She look up at you and she ain't read that card yet. Man, she don't give a fuck about you, dog. She just give a damn about the situation. Real talk. She just care about the situation. She's comfortable in the situation. You know what I'm saying? She's comfortable. She's willing to sacrifice. If you give her a card and she's looking for money and there's none present, and it's just one day now, Valentine's Day, the most cursed day of all year. She don't care too much about you, man. There ain't no genuine love there. Real talk. Take it as you may. You know what I'm saying? Take it as you may. But if you used to giving her 200, 300, giving her freaking 300 ones fresh out the bank and shit, giving her stacks, then that's your goddamn problem. Now you need to milk her off of it. Wean her off of it. Just say, today is going to be the day that I test and see if you all about me or you all about the material things I present to you. You give a card with your own handwriting in there. You dress it up real nice. Be very thoughtful and creative. You put it on a nice little colorful envelope, seal it up, and give it to her. She open it up and you see that dang expression on her face because she don't see any U.S. currency in there. And she look at you before she even read what you wrote with your own handwriting. You manually wrote that shit in there expressing your feelings. If she look at you, she do not care about you. She may tolerate you, but somebody who care for you, they're not going to look at a Hallmark card that's the biggest setup piece of material that you can get. And they look at you and like, I know you playing. Where my money at? They say Valentine's Day is supposed to be a day where you do what? You're supposed to transform from just a romantic holiday into a time to pause and celebrate love. You're supposed to be celebrating love every day that you with her. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. You don't supposed to wait for no specific day. So you trying to tell me, per the numbers, 365 days in a year, you supposed to tell me the most important days of the year is going to be a birthday, Valentine's Day. So let's just say a birthday, Valentine's Day, right? Because those are more so catered to women. Christmas is not catered to just women, right? That can go mutually. But you're trying to say 2 days out of 365, right? That leaves us with 363, right? So you're trying to tell me the other 363 days we just freeballing it, we freestyling, we just up here shooting off the hip, but only 2 days matter? Valentine's Day and birthday? Valentine's Day and the birthday? Anniversary is not a designated day per the calendar. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to tradition. Anniversary is whatever you met each other, wherever you got married. That's the way it is. I'm talking about days that cater to these women in a celebratory way. You know what I'm saying? It has to be celebrated at the highest. That is Valentine's Day and a birthday. 2 days. Valentine's Day, birthday, and if by chance they have a child, Mother's Day. But in the modern era, reproduction of children is low because you have women in the workforce. But anyway, hopefully I haven't broke up any homes. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get on here and basically, speak to the fellas that's out there that may be fearful of losing your woman. If you don't get her anything on Valentine's Day and she don't give you any loving, then there you go. Proves my point. Hit me on the Cash App and say I was right. You know what I'm saying? Hit me on the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Because if everything was good all the way up to the 14th, and she didn't get nothing on the 14th, and on the night of the 14th, You got every pillow in between y'all that's just there for the bedroom decor in between y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like both of y'all now sleeping on the border. She chose her side, you chose your side. I'm telling you, man. You may say, "Oh man, you just tripping, man. You just tripping." But I'm telling you, you shouldn't have to go out there and spend all that money on Valentine's Day for love. You're supposed to love each other regardless throughout the 365. You're trying to say take 2 days and the other 363 don't matter? Just 2 good days, a birthday and Valentine's Day. That's all you need. So you want to profess your love 2 days. And that's supposed to carry you for an eternity? That's supposed to carry you to 5 years, 7 years, 9 years, 11, 13, 15, 17. Marriages ain't even last in this day and time. A good 10 years. Pushing it with 5. Valentine's Day ain't keeping these marriages together no matter what you do. Save your money, but be with your lady. Definitely goddamn take her out to somewhere nice. Yes, dress up and just basically be a participant in that manner. But going out here trying to serenade your lady with material Walmart gifts, going to the florist, spending all that money on flowers, going to the jeweler, spending all that money on a bracelet, necklace, a freaking piercing, or whatever the freaking case is, bro. If you fool enough to take her shopping, then, don't be mad at the punishment. Don't come home and take it out on your girl because, you getting that freaking credit card bill in the mail and she's up there standing here, dang, I'm finally wearing what you bought me on Valentine's Day, baby. Look at me. I'll be back. I'm going out with my girlfriends, but I need to talk to you about this credit card bill. Oh, what are you talking about? My credit card, they're paid. They're paid, goddamn it. I don't know what you're talking about. My credit card is paid. No, I'm talking about the credit card. My bill's a little high because I took you out and spoiled you. Well, don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't take me out if you can't afford to pay the bill now. That's just tacky. That's tacky right there. Don't do that. I'm just telling y'all, man. That's real life shit. Some fella can't even look their girl in the eye and say they ain't getting that on Valentine's Day. And we just going out. And we just going out, babe. That's it. What you mean we going out? We going out somewhere nice on Valentine's. I'm not wasting money on roses no more, man. I was listening to WCS and he make a solid point. Roses tears relationships apart because y'all women keep them around too long and they start to die and degenerate. You know what I'm saying? They go through a deterioration process where the petals are showing you how life works. While you're trying to build and keep your relationship in a healthy manner, you have dying roses that were supposed to be a representative of you, showing your lady how much you care for her. You was trying to basically provide her something of sentimental value, temporary sentimental value, to show how much you care and love her. Nah, roses ain't it. I'm gonna give you another one. Something that I wrote a article about when I was in college, right? And the female, the teacher that was there, I mean, she really was trying to, see if I wanted to move to a foreign country so we can be married. I don't know. But she had me read in front of the class, right? And basically the article was about how roses are supposed to be this gift. You know what I'm saying? Roses are supposed to be a gesture. It's supposed to have a everlasting effect of generosity and love, enjoyment, sweet. You being sweet to your girl. But for a flower or something that's supposed to be a sentiment, A man cannot pick them with his bare hands. Roses are painful. They're extremely painful. If you're talking about doing something naturally, if a man find a rose for a woman, they're not picking it off, from the from his natural habitat. They're not pulling that rose up, a rose that hasn't been pruned yet. They're not grabbing a handful of roses and say, "Here, baby, here you go. I pick you some roses. Hurry up, hurry up. Grab a vase right quick, baby. Grab a vase, grab a vase." Yeah, and you put them roses in that vase along with your blood. Roses are painful. That's the worst form of generosity. To show that you care for somebody, especially men to women, that you can do. You can't pick them naturally. You can't go down and just pick one out the ground. You know what I'm saying? Roses are painful. You put your hand down there and you will experience pain. Remember, I told you that. And if I find the article that I wrote, it was almost like a poem, on how roses and deal with, how they really are in tradition of how people believe and think of them. You know what I'm saying? They believe they're so sweet, and they're always in a vase. They're always wrapped up. But what's better for a man than to do it on his own, to pick those roses on his own, to prep them on his own. You know what I'm saying? You have to go and pick roses, and you have to prune them. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you're going to experience some significant pain with them thorns is on there. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick them barehanded. You cannot pick them barehanded, man. What's so unique about them? Just because they can wrap them up real nice and put them in, and stuff them in there real tight and put them in a vase, and hopefully you understand, hey, whatever you do, these haven't been pruned. We wanna leave them with as much natural pain that possibly, if you don't know, that they can give and supply. If you ever want to goddamn, pick these roses up and swing them at your girl in the heat of an argument. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that's where we at with it. That's our mentality. If a woman's not going to pick up the roses you gave her and throw them at you. If they're in a vase, she probably just going to throw the whole vase at you, period, with the flowers in there. A woman's not going to pick up roses and then hit you in the face with them for what? Unless you're a beta male. Unless she's trying to prove a point. If she caught you cheating or something, but that's not even about that. We're talking about Valentine's Day. Roses are very painful. Very, very painful. And they shouldn't be taken as if this is a sweet gesture of my affection to you. I want to hand you some of the most painful. You know what I'm saying? Them thorns hurt. Your girl look at you. You did that for me. You picked them barehanded. Yeah. Hurry up. I need to call 911. I lost so much blood. Call 911. But let's just wait, because your blood is blending in with the red roses, and just move them. Now let the blood drip over the white roses. Oh, that is, nobody got roses like that. That is signifying your love for me, baby. You letting your own blood drip over them white roses. I love it. Be back in the bedroom licking your own wounds, man. Looking goofy as hell. But I'm not going to take too much time on this, because like I said before, there may be individuals that's just tuning in, and their girl may have walked by, and the girl may have said, what is he talking about? And why are you listening to that? Or that girl might have walked by. Oh, I can see and I can understand where you're coming from with that. I'm glad we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. he does make a good point. It is a waste of money to get roses. You know what I'm saying? The real ones know. You know what I'm saying? The real women know. Don't waste money on no roses. You're gonna give me something I can use that's gonna be around me. You know, put me in a mindset of us spending the night together. You know what I'm saying? Getting back to the days before we had kids. Let's go on a nice romantic, you know what I'm saying, night out. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something special. Cause that will always be on my thought process. Not unlike them roses that you gotta see around the house dying in front of you. Don't say I ain't tell you. He said, my wife ain't worried about Valentine's Day. We say every day is our Valentine's. The machine wants to send you in debt. True love doesn't cost you a thing. Talk that talk. Let me post that, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me post that. Because he is talking that fire. Shout out to Owner Brown on deck. What's good? Yes. Totally get that. You're supposed to show that affection to your girl throughout the calendar year. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to, she should be showing you love. You should be showing her love. Not just when these 2 days come up. Baby, it's your birthday. I know we've been at each other's throats for the last 364 days, but today is special. This is your birthday, baby. Hey, good to see you again. You're looking good, girl. You still working out? You still got that membership at LA Fitness, right? Okay, cool, cool. I see you've been working on your glutes. Dang, you looking sexy, baby. You think we can, you know, before we go out, we can? Dang, thanks. I appreciate. No. No. Then say, who on here playing this live volume to them? Respect their household. You know, I just think Valentine's Day is garbage, man. Real talk, it's straight up trash to no end, man. It does nothing but cause you to spend money, just like Samar Warren said, bro. Love doesn't cost you a thing. If y'all got love for one another, come on. All it takes is time to keep reinforcing that love, man. That's free. That's free, man. Reinforcing your love requires action. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It requires effort. Not no freaking Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? If that's the sweetest that you see your wife on Valentine's Day or your girl on her birthday or whatever the case may be, then you got bigger issues, man. I'm going to tell you the wildest part about relationships in general. If y'all have a mutual understanding on what it takes to keep each other together and you see it working each and every day, you're on track. You really are. You on track like no other, man. Y'all know what it takes to keep each other interested. You know what I'm saying? Just interested in one another. You know what I'm saying? To keep that fire burning. You know what it takes. You know what it takes, man. And y'all consistently doing it. So you're not experiencing what certain other relationships are going through. Like they're struggling. It's turbulent weather all the time. They busy have good days and they have bad days. But more so, the good days, they trying to recover from the bad days. And you know what I'm saying? The storm just keep on getting that much worse. How do you deal with that? The good days is supposed to be the good. You celebrating, you feeling good. Not trying to repair what's been the bad days. Not trying to then get through the stormy weather. It's like, oh, we still recovering from the hailstorm that we was in for a month straight. And I remind you all, grudges. Grudges will never keep a relationship together. Women don't forget. Men don't forget. Both of you may forgive, but both are human and they don't forget. Now, if it's something that you can understand it about, trying to maintain. And I learned this through maturity and being in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Is that you go into a relationship knowing that you're going to have to make some type of sacrifice. If the sacrifice isn't freaking depleting you, you know what I'm saying, just zapping all your energy, just had you out here weak, you can't even function. You know what I'm saying? Then you got other issues. Because it's tough to keep a relationship together. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice have to be made. But it need to be a healthy sacrifice. It need to be something that you can continue to thrive and grow in the relationship. Even though it's certain things you might not agree with, they're not to a point where they're impeding your progress as far as blossoming to something special, growing on one another. You know what I'm saying? Inducing love, more love, over and over again each day. You got to make something happen. It has to be a sacrifice either way you look at it. But grudges isn't a sacrifice, y'all. That's not the sacrifice I'm talking about. When you're dealing with somebody who hold grudges, that's not you dealing with it being a sacrifice you're willing to make. I don't believe in that. That's a choice. You're making a choice to basically deal with somebody who hold grudges. And within that time frame, y'all are not affectionate, and there's no room for y'all to grow. If y'all not able to communicate with one another, well, what do you think Valentine's Day gonna do? If all of a sudden y'all not communicating all the other days, but Valentine's Day come up, and all of a sudden y'all supposed to be trying to be extra nice, I mean, you're stupid. It's a stage play for you. You know what I'm saying? You're not even gathering what this means. One day you're supposed to be good, and then it goes normal right when the 15th kick in. No, bro. No, that's not gonna be it. That's not gonna be it. Especially if you got kids on deck. Remember this. Valentine's Day, your kids shouldn't see that, on this day, mom and dad was good. Mom and dad was great. Let me mark this on my diary. Let me mark February 14th. Mom and dad was great. Mom was smiling for once, and it felt good. Now we can't wait for her birthday. Because all the other days, they just arguing back and forth. Kids are sponges, man. They see all this. But don't put your kid on something of a fake holiday like Valentine's Day and have them out here thinking that if they start dating as a youngin', they get a little boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. Don't have them out here running this same freaking gauntlet and getting their feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? Based off Valentine's Day. It's no freaking consensus or data that's out there to say if you celebrate Valentine's Day, if you put your heart and effort into it consistently each year, there has been an influx in numbers in keeping relationships together. No, it's quite the opposite, to be honest. It's quite the opposite. What's good, Conquest? Salute to you, bro. What's good? Nah. Bags, man. Listen, let me tell you about bags, bro. To each his own if you want to get your girl a bag. But what happened with manufacturers and productions of those freaking high designer bags? What happens? What happens? They want the next bag. And then what happened to the bag they got? It gets to it was at the front of the line when it was new and on the on their carry. And then it gets pushed further and further and further back, and then it goes into the closet. So you're up here saying, hey, I spent so much money on that bag, but now it's in the closet. Oh, that's just because I'm wearing the new bag that's out. Man, them bags, man, unless you got a hustler, like you got a lady that know how to hustle, and being that you bought it for her, she said, you don't mind me selling this bag now. I can get a little bit more than half than what you paid for. You don't mind me selling it? All right, cool. I'm going to get off of it because I have so many bags. I just don't have enough room for them. Okay, I can respect that. And she bring you back the money too? And then you say, no, baby, you good. Keep it. You serious? Yeah, go ahead and keep it. Now, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. But hopefully, there are not any arguments going on right now because y'all were pretty much trying to listen in. Hopefully, no one has experienced any type of technical difficulties internal to their home. Just because one of you decide to stand up and defend yourself against Valentine's Day for the first time, hey, the window is small. 5 days, brother. I'm serious. 5 days. It's tough. It's gonna be tough for you to dang break the tradition that you've set, bro. You're not gonna be able to do it in 5 days, man. If she's used to it, she's getting ready for it, and she's been trying to get sexy for you just so she can warm you up and then show, hey, pay attention now. This right here online, they having a sale, a Valentine's Day sale. I really want that. I want that bag right there. Yeah. And also, you say you was taking me shopping, right? I think that bag will go. I seen this outfit. That bag will go real nice. Is there any way you can get 2-day delivery on this? It'll be here before for Valentine's Day. Get 2-day delivery on that off Amazon Prime. I appreciate that. I mean, not Amazon Prime, but you know what I'm talking about. And then let's go get that outfit, and that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. It's gonna go well with that bag. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it, fellas. Don't do it unless you got the money. You know what I'm saying? You notice I didn't really talk about the fellas who got the money to waste. That's not where I'm at with it. I'm just talking about the average cats that has to go through everyday life in a relationship. I just wanted to put the word out there. Don't let Valentine's Day be a nightmare for you, bro. Because you know how, it's always red. You know how Valentine's is always talking about red. That's because your ass gonna bleed over time. You're gonna bleed nice and slow too. That's Valentine's Day. When your heart crack open, that relationship don't work, and everything that you've gotten her, if y'all was together that long, it's over. It's over. Those roses that you got, they're only gonna make you bleed more. All those gifts and material items, this is gonna make you bleed more, man. That's why Valentine's Day is red. Why is it red? Why couldn't it have been blue, gold? You know what I'm saying? White, black, green. Why? Why couldn't it? Why it had to be red? Because you're gonna bleed. That pain. You know what I'm saying? Pain. It's consequences and repercussions. You know what I'm saying? Be very careful. I'm not going to stay on here too long. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to break any households and any homes. Okay, all I'm saying is for those of you that's about to roll up on this 5-day window, be responsible out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see y'all getting declined when it's time to check out. Be responsible. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Be responsible. Enjoy the time with your girl. Take her out. But you don't need to get no freaking setup with the Hallmark cards. Don't start giving her money in no Hallmark cards. It's a setup. You know what I'm saying? Leave the roses alone, man. Let them grow out the earth. Let them grow out the earth, man. Don't become a person that always gotta come in and, hey baby, look what I got you. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work out good for you, bro. When you throw them roses away after they have sit up there and died at room temperature, depending on what season you in, you know what I'm saying? Let it be wintertime. Let it be anything. Let it be a day that's a little bit too hot outside. Whatever, in between. You got to have the hot and cold. Them temperatures, fluctuating back and forth. Oh, them petals are going to start coming off. They're going to be looking like some cornflakes, dropping off into the floor. And then when you throw them away in the freaking local trash bin, when she comes through the door, she's going to say, hey, babe, where are the flowers at? What did you do? Did you put them in a new vase and change the water? I did change them. I changed their location, but I didn't change them to a vase. So did you plant them back out? Oh, you trying to grow a rose bush? No. I changed their location. I don't want you to be mad, but I put them in the trash and the trash has already come. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Don't do it to yourself, y'all. Don't do it. I'm telling you. Self-evident. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Please. Don't do it. Why? Because it's only a telltale sign that you're going to have some situations that spiral out of control, just based off the worst plant-based freaking gift that you could present to a woman on a special occasion is one of the most painful plant lives that you can do. Real talk. Until next time, man, y'all hold it down. Love your women. You know what I'm saying? Show affection every day. Don't hold no grudges. And stay the hell away from Valentine's Day. I'm out. Peace.